Back again. That was quick, wasn't it? And he's still next to me, my good old mate from Poland, the best Polish person I know to date. Krzysztof, how Degustation?
Witam was wszystkich najserdeczniej, jak tylko mogę. Hello, everybody.
Yes, we're keeping in theme with crazy sounding beer names. I'll let my good friend introduce the next beer.
Hi, it's Brewdog's Kamikaze Knitting Club. It's a maple stout, 7.5% ABV. It is a smaller can than the last one. It's only 330 mils. Like always, they put lots of different languages and nothing about beer actually on the can. It's very rare even for Brewdog.
Yeah, every now and again they tend to bring out these really sort of standout cans. I think this is probably the fourth or fifth can that's had this different artwork on.
Yeah, and what's interesting is it's brewed hopped with maple stout hopped with Sorachi Ace. So we have a nice hop in it as well.
Yeah, I do like the can artwork on it.
Where are we here? Okay. Yeah. So we have some fighter plane here with an old lady with fancy green hair.
And she seems to be knitting as she's flying by the looks of it.
Yeah, looks like, yes. What is it? It looks like, you know, from the distance, like bullets. I think it's just kegs.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the load of kegs lined up, doesn't it?
Well,
looks good though.
Well, let's open it. Let's open it because it's very intriguing.
The back really quite cool actually. I don't know if you're going to pick that up. Recycled into a scarf.
Oh yeah.
23rd of the 2nd, 19. Yeah, let's get into glass.
Okay. Oh, it looks pretty nice.
Any carbonation going on, what a nice hiss.
Oh, pretty dark. There's no light coming through. Nice, thick, big head.
Yeah, good as jet black in it on that, and creamy. What I've got about a 2 finger spacious, creamy.
Yeah, very good foam. Nice beige color. Ah, nice aroma. Nice, sweet, cappuccino type aroma, I would say. It's coffee, but it's like, sweet, maybe with hint of maple syrup.
I'm getting that. Yeah, I'm getting that maple syrup in abundance on the nose, big time.
But first impression is cappuccino, actually.
For me, just a full-on maple syrup, big sweetness coming up. It smells really good. Yeah. It reminds me of another beer I've had. I can't put my finger on it, but it might come to me by the end of this hangout. But it's got a very familiar whiff. Whether it's maybe another Brewdog beer that I've had.
Definitely, it's like cappuccino type coffee with maple syrup. And it's a very delicate aroma, very pleasant, sweet. Just advertising. Drink me. So let's have a try.
Cheers.
It's so light. So
very, very.
Quite bitter, but it's sweet bitterness. It's light, but makes impression of very strong coffee. But then it disappears very quickly. You have cappuccino back in with lots of maple syrup, loads. But it's not very sweet. It is sweet enough, but not very sweet. And the body is quite actually light. And then you have nice bitterness, which is not very big, but you have, those melanchoic accents, lots of coffee. Pretty nice. And you end up with coffee candy type of aftertaste.
Yeah. I was expecting a bit more body in it. To be fair, I think the body's letting it down a bit slightly for me.
Yeah,
it's a bit on there.
You would expect, thick and heavy, stout, and actually this one it looks like
very, very, very.
Body is like a dry stout or something.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, that is. That's the first thing that come into my head. When I was drinking it, it just slipped down so easy, and something wasn't quite right with it for me. I wanted a bit more thickness in it. I'm getting a bit of sort of flat cola thing in there. Loaded with sweetness for sure. There's no getting away from that, and that maple syrup is definitely in there. That does come through. And there's some nice dark chocolate bitterness coming in. It's just that mouthfeel, I think. I'm slightly disappointed with the mouthfeel on it.
Yeah, because it makes impression of very light beer. So we can just sip and there, without any consequences. But actually it's quite strong.
7.5, that's what I mean. I was expecting a bit more.
Yeah, you would expect, quite quite thick and almost like Russian Imperial Stout, something this way. But
yeah.
I'm just thinking, if they added actually maple syrup to brewing process, it would end up with quite dry and light beer, because this yeast would just eat sugars from maple syrup, makes it like much drier, lighter body and more alcohol. And then added a little bit more for sweetness and aroma. That's what I think. It is like a very contrasting experience. Very nice, sweet, heavy aroma, and then you have light body.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was going into the review with in mind, sort of thing, because I mean I'm a big fan of Coco Saito. That is a phenomenal beer that Brewdog do. That's got everything in it for me. Beautiful mouthfeel and plenty of flavour going on. Maybe I was thinking this was going to be along
something like this.
Yeah, but just like a maple syrup version, maybe. Yeah. I don't mind it. I think the flavours that are in there are pretty decent, and it's just that mouthfeel that lets it down slightly. Other than that, it's not too bad.
You know what? Unless they wanted to mess up with your senses, to make it, strange, exotic, unexpected, little beer that, oh, this is interesting. I would buy it again. But unfortunately, it is a small batch. So
yeah,
I don't think we will get it, in mass production.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what? I think I would expect this kind of beer in a prototype series. don't know.
Yeah, I'd go with that. Yeah, playing about
interesting. They're trying to, find out what's will be good. But yeah, it's still interesting beer, really.
Yeah, I mean, definitely recommend it if any guys can get hold of it or see it about. It's definitely worth checking out. Flavour wise, it has got flavour in there for sure. We can just forget about the mouthfeel for 1 minute and just concentrate on the flavours. It's everything's in there that should be for a stout, a maple stout. You do get that maple in there. They haven't really skimped on that. For me, I do pick up a little bit of sweetness from it. A little bit of vanilla in there, probably. Roastiness, slight coffee, dark bit of chocolate, and finish. It's got all that in there.
Yeah.
I just really preferred a heavy amount.
Yeah, it also has huge amount of drinkability. It's so easy drinking. It can be dangerous because
I'm not getting no inkling 7.5.
Dry stout, without responsibility, but you have 7.5%. So I don't know. Be careful. Just be careful.
Yeah, they've done a pretty sterling job of hiding that 7.5 because I'm getting no indication whatsoever of the ABV in it. Pretty good job that way. Flavour wise, yeah, a good job. Just harping back to that mouthfeel. it's make or break for me though with beers. If I'm not, it's a big part of trying beer, isn't it? The mouthfeel, and if it doesn't sit right, it does slightly sort of taint the experience of the beer that you're drinking at the time. For me,
yeah, it just breaks your expectations.
Yeah.
This stout, it's quite strong, so I'm expecting quite thick, velvety mouthfeel, and then quite something very drinkable, light and lots of flavor, yes, but quite light body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that Brewdog are capable. Well, they are. The previous catalogue of dark beers in the past, they're very much capable of producing better stouts than this. Have they done worse stouts? I don't know. I haven't really had that many dark stouts from Brewdog in the past. Say big fan of Cocoa Slicer. I think that's a fantastic beer.
Yeah, it's a great one, yes.
Their Jet Black Heart Milk Stout, again, that's another doubting beer.
I think it's closer to Jet Black than anything else.
Yeah, amped up ABV of Jet Black Heart. But then Jet Black Heart had a better body, didn't it? It had a better.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, I've had the normal bottles out of the supermarkets, which I've enjoyed, and I've had the nitro version as well, which I've enjoyed. I would probably, if I had a choice, I'd probably go with Jet Black Heart over this.
Some ordinary porters are much thicker than this one, so that's only what I think it's a dried stout with this kind of light body.
I'd still, I mean, if I was to rate it, I would give it. I'd still give it I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I like this beer. I would give it 8. Maybe because of the contrast. I don't know. It's pretty decent beer, definitely. And I like this, coffee candy aroma and maple syrup, and huge drinkability.
Yeah, no complaints. No complaints from me on the flavour front.
Yeah,
They haven't gone too. They haven't gone too overboard.
Surprising low body, and what's going on?
They haven't gone too overboard with the maple syrup as well, because I did have visions of it maybe being too sickly sweet, and I'm not getting that from it. They've got the balance of the maple syrup quite acely, because it's in there, but it's not too. It doesn't overpower the beer.
You know what? It tastes a little bit like lactose version, you know, like a milk stout, because it has this creaminess and sweetness in it. So, you know, I think it's the only explanation that they brewed this beer with maple syrup, so it gave this, you know, light body and dry, you know, little bit more dry beer, and then added again the maple syrup to give this sweetness and aroma. I don't know. Maybe someone knows how it works exactly. Because for me, if you're adding lots of sugar in syrup or you know, or juice, it will be just consumed by yeast. So it will make, you know, even more alcoholic and more a lighter body, and, you know, more dry beer.
Yeah, I know some of these like sort of one-off seasonal beers that Brewdog do. They don't really come with any sort of spiel, you know, the usual Brewdog sort of propaganda that you get on their core stuff. It'd be nice to see like a little bit of a story on these cans.
Yes.
I think they may have when they did the albino squid assassin, they may have had a little story on that can. I'm not too sure, but yeah, so most of these beers.
All the stories on the cans. You usually you have some story on the bottle, but on cans there's nothing.
No, just ingredients, isn't it?
Yeah. And not even, you know, like a crafty style ingredient. You know, you have everything, you know, explained. Just a simple what the markets, you know,
Yeah,
wants you to put on. I don't know, water, malted barley, wheat, yeast, maple syrup, maple and hops. That's it. For me, they should put lots of fancy schmancy, you know, maple syrup from Canada, made it in one batch, you know, something something like this. And then it should be this almost like a recipe on the side.
I'll be one of the first guys to put my hands up and say the Brewdog. You know, when you've got a can from top to bottom, and it's got like, you know, all that spiel that Brewdog like to give off.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to say, you know, it's just the cobblers. It don't make sense out of it. But then when it's not on the can, you're sort of thinking, well, it'd be nice to have a little bit of information on there, or maybe one of their silly stories, but just sort of diluted down slightly. Alas, this can does not contain that information, but yeah, it's not a bad beer. You know,
it's pretty nice beer. I would recommend it, you know, to try for everybody, you know, to make their own opinion. For me, it tastes a little bit like you know, like a milk stout, because it's sweet, it's creamy. You know, it has a very nice aroma. First impression was cappuccino, really, you know, and coffee candy.
I get the milkiness, the milky coffees to it. I do get that. But I mean, yeah, everybody's palates are different. I'm picking up more of the maple syrup on my palate. You're getting more cappuccino. You know, that's fair dues. But yeah, I try it. If you see it on the shelves, grab a can, give it a bash if you like it. Terry's quick beer reviews. He's just commented, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Terry. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you'll do a quick beer review tomorrow. Traditionally on a Sunday, normally Terry does a beer review. So, looking forward to seeing your video, mate. Yeah, Brewdog, Kamikaze Knitting Club, Maple Stout, 7.5% ABV. It's not bad. I think you like it a bit more.
It's a good beer, but a little bit puzzling.
Yes, yeah, a bit of a head scratcher. But yeah, well, thanks anyway for tuning in and watching. We're going to end this hangout, and me and Christoph are going to sort of have a chinwag in private and maybe just discuss these beers a little bit more and try and get our heads around them. But anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you
We'll
very
see
much.
you on the next one. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Bye-bye.